This is Sam Fender. Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
All right, I'm looking at you on a Zoom, but I've not seen your actual face in real life. Or I'm saying it's getting on. It's probably over a year now.
Oh, definitely. It's definitely a year now.
I mean, I know that that's the way of everybody and everything, but it's just weird that I haven't been able to do that. Because you were such a frequent visitor to Radio 1.
Yeah, I know. I miss it, man. I miss coming down and saying hello to everybody.
I think if they are going to continue with everything just being over Zoom and stuff like that, then we need to get the other senses involved as well. I.e., we should be able to smell what you're like through the laptop in front of us here. Do you know what I mean?
I smell like a farm because I'm on a farm at the moment. Like, so there's chickens running all over the shop. It's not like a farm where they, dice pigs' heads off and that. It's like
Is it? I'm guessing it's a farm with like a recording studio.
Sure is.
Okay, so are you recording stuff now? Are you recording new stuff?
I was literally just a couple of minutes ago. We're full band. We're trying to capture the live sound and just want to make it a bit more organic and a bit more real.
Okay, well, we definitely don't want to interrupt this process of genius that is probably happening right now. But
we've got plenty of time.
Yeah,
I've always got time for you two, lads.
And do you know what? Hopefully, this might even provide a little bit of inspiration. You never know.
You never know. I might get you on the album.
So we've been doing this thing on the show, which is letters to 10-year-old self, and you have actually taken some time to write one for us. How did it feel?
It was, it was really, really bizarre. It was a lot more, quite a lot more emotional than I. So I was like, oh, that's quite cute. I'll write that, and then I wrote it down, and I was like, Jesus Christ! Like, I don't think I've actually thought about what I was like when I was 10 years old until you guys asked us to do that.
Yeah.
And, it was quite cathartic, but also had a little moment in memory lane.
That's good to hear because you're a writer, and so you're very good at articulating feelings and thoughts.
I wouldn't go. I'm not a scholar. Like I'm a bit of a sort of con artist. I didn't go to uni or
Nah, I get it. But do you know a lot of people who are doing this are people that have never tried to write their thoughts on paper or try and express themselves through writing like this. And it's such a simple idea, and it goes back to something that we all sort of start doing at school or learning quite young. But I think it's what kind of bonds everyone. When you start doing this, you start getting into it and you start kind of giving yourself to it a lot more than probably you think you will.
Yeah, I definitely had. I could have wrote a hell of a lot more as well. A lot of stuff came back. But yeah, it was really cool. Thanks for having us to do it.
Well, thank you. And we're going to hear that letter that Sam has written to his 10-year-old self in just a second on Radio 1.
Scott Mills.
Sam Fender is with us on Radio 1, and it's time for his letter to 10-year-old Sam. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
You got it there?
Right.
All right, here we go. In your own time.
Hey, Sam, I can picture you now. Chubby little thing. Lightsaber in hand. I wonder how many lampshades you broke this year. Don't worry about it though. Your dad's a jack of all trades. He can fix anything. Even the car window you're going to smash in a couple of months' time. Just throw an imaginary grenade next time. A lot of big changes are coming. You're going to go to high school next year and you're going to have 2 new step-parents. It's going to feel very strange, like living 2 separate lives. One in Newcastle and one in Scotland. But you don't need to worry as much though. It's actually pretty cool. You'll get away with much more at your mom's house. That doesn't mean you can take the piss. It'll get bumpy along the way, but those things will define you. With regards to school, don't pay attention to any of the kids that give you grief for your hair or your weight. You're going to lose all of that and shoot up in 3 years anyway. It's just puppy fat. And the bullies who catch you on the stairs, they're going to want your autograph 10 years later. Don't give it to them. Don't feel ashamed for being sensitive and empathetic. That trait is going to be the foundation of your future career. You're not ugly, you're not stupid, so stop telling yourself that. There's something in the corner of your room that will make you feel the opposite of those things. You got that guitar a year ago for Christmas. You've let it sit in your room gathering dust. You should pick it up and give it a go, trust us. In 6 months' time, you'll fall asleep in your school uniform with that guitar on your lap. I promise you, just pick it up. Once you do, you won't put it down ever again. It will definitely help you get a girlfriend, I promise. But just keep the Star Wars chat to a minimum until you've sealed the deal, eh? Speak to Grandad as much as possible. His stories from World War II are fascinating, and he did a lot more than he lets on. Remember that mom and dad are human, not superheroes. Make your big brother a cup of tea. Tell him you love him. You don't realise it now, but he is your shield, and he needs you as much as you need him. Stop worrying, kid. You've got this.
Oh,
I love that.
that's so good.
I love that.
That's so good, and it's a snapshot of a 10-year-old Sam Fender, but totally relatable to, I think, a lot of our sort of 10-year-old selves. Don't know about you, Scott, but like that mention of your granddad there and asking about stories, it's so true, isn't it? That you asked them stories when you were younger, and maybe you just sort of scratched the surface with it, but you didn't really kind of understand everything. And that generation have amazing stories to tell.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I was like, my granddad died when I was 13, and I only sort of after the age of 10, 11 was the only time I actually sort of asked him, you know, what did you do? What did you do? And you know, I knew you were in the war. I knew you had somebody played a part in World War II. And he used to just, when I was a kid, he used to just go, I used to just work the radio, son. In my head, I think it was like, you know, he's one of them people in them offices being like, there's 2 doodlebugs coming over the channel. No, like, I thought he was one of those guys. But, you know, he was in the RAF. He's trained by the paratroopers.
This is what I love about these letters. You know, this is a letter you wrote to your 10-year-old self, and right now we're talking about your granddad, and that's the thing. It just sparks a conversation, it sparks a thought, sparks a discussion. It's lovely that you could share that with us, Sam.
Yeah, and also, like, we were saying this when we did it with Liam Payne. We've done it with some of our listeners. Like, we would have never had the conversation that we just had if the letter hadn't sparked it off. Do you know what I mean? And we probably would never have chatted about this. So I love it. Thank you so much for doing it. And I want to see your face soon, not on a Zoom.
Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it?
How about next year, eh?